Jennie Bond admits the truth. Meghan Sussex triumphs with Netflix victory as Harry stands proud. Britain's tabloid lies shattered. The world of royal commentary is rarely a place where truth walks unfiltered. But today, in a moment that will go down in media history, Jennie Bond has done something extraordinary. She has spoken truth to power. Against the backdrop of years of relentless tabloid hostility, calculated smear campaigns, and breathless predictions of doom for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Bond's words cut through the noise like a diamond through glass. Meghan Sussex has won. The Duchess, through strategic brilliance, unshakable dignity, and a vision that extends far beyond palace gates, has secured a powerful new Netflix projects deal. It is not just a business agreement. It is a victory for authenticity over fiction, resilience over sabotage, and creativity over manufactured scandal. Bond's admission is not small talk. For years, certain sections of the British media have peddled a narrative as stale as yesterday's headlines, that Meghan was finished, irrelevant, and dead in the water. These same voices underestimated her from the beginning, failing to grasp that she was not a supporting character in someone else's story, but the author of her own. Today, they must eat the largest serving of humble pie ever served at the table of public opinion. And Bond, in her candour, has held up that pie and placed it directly in front of the doubters. Her choice of words is powerful. Describing Meghan as the angel on top of the tree is not just a metaphor. It's an acknowledgement that in the hierarchy of influence, Meghan is a symbol of grace, visibility, and light. She has risen to the highest point not through favouritism or luck, but through calculated steps that combined authenticity with ambition. At her side stands Prince Harry, not diminished, but redefined. Bond's comment that he now plays a bit part is no slight. It is a recognition that Harry has stepped into a supportive role where the victory of one is the victory of both. In a marriage built on mutual respect, roles shift fluidly, and the true measure of character is the ability to stand proud as your partner shines. Harry does this effortlessly because his commitment to Meghan's success is unshakable. For Meghan, this Netflix deal is not just a contract, it is vindication. It is proof that talent, vision, and persistence cannot be drowned out by tabloid ink. It's the continuation of a partnership between the Sussexes and one of the most powerful entertainment platforms in the world. A partnership that will amplify their voice and platform their causes. For their supporters, this moment feels like the sweet taste of justice after years of bitter lies. For their detractors, it is a reminder that no amount of column inches or angry pundit panels can derail a woman who knows her worth. The British tabloids, those masters of fabrication, will find this moment hard to spin. For years, they have poured their energy into dismantling Meghan's public image, painting her as a failure, predicting her irrelevance, and recycling gossip with the frequency of a clock's second hand. They have attacked her work ethic, her authenticity, her relationships, even her motherhood. They told the world she could not survive outside the royal family. They told themselves that the public would eventually forget her. They told their readers that Hollywood had no room for her. And now, here she stands, not only surviving but thriving, with the world's largest streaming platform backing her creative vision. Jennie Bond's statement is all the more remarkable because it comes from a figure with decades of experience in royal reporting. She is not a fringe commentator chasing social media relevance. She is a respected journalist who has observed the royal family for over 30 years. Her admission that Meghan has won is therefore an acknowledgement that even seasoned observers can no longer deny reality. The facts speak for themselves. Meghan's projects generate global attention, her image commands brand power, and her influence resonates far beyond Britain's shores. The days of pretending otherwise are over. The Netflix deal itself symbolises the very thing that Meghan and Harry's detractors fear most: independence. In leaving their senior royal roles, the Sussexes sought freedom. The freedom to control their narratives, to pursue projects aligned with their values, and to speak without the filter of a press office beholden to palace politics. The tabloid establishment has always resented this independence because it strips them of control. With this new deal, Meghan and Harry have further solidified their ability to choose their own path, produce meaningful work, and connect directly with audiences worldwide. Harry's role in this moment deserves recognition. Far from fading into the background, he embodies the kind of partnership that modern relationships should aspire to. His willingness to let Meghan's light shine brightest in this chapter is not weakness, it is strength. It is a confident man who understands that supporting his wife's success is an act of love and unity. In public life, where egos often compete, the Sussexes have mastered the art of mutual upliftment. Meghan's victory is Harry's victory, and Harry's pride in her is evident to anyone paying attention. Critics will try, as they always do, to twist this narrative. They will attempt to diminish the significance of the deal, to suggest it is undeserved, to claim it is luck or the result of manipulation. But such attempts will ring hollow because the evidence of Meghan's capability is irrefutable. Her work with Netflix so far has already included projects that inspire, educate, and entertain. The public knows she delivers quality. The industry knows she delivers value. Netflix knows she delivers audience engagement. The contract is not charity. It is a calculated investment in a proven creative force. Jennie Bond's admission is also a lesson in humility for the British press corps. It is a reminder that speaking the truth, even when it contradicts the prevailing narrative of your peers, is a sign of professional integrity. By crediting Meghan's win and acknowledging the shifting dynamics between her and Harry, Bond has placed herself on the right side of history. She has given voice to what millions around the world have been saying for years, that Meghan and Harry's story is not one of failure, but of triumph against all odds. For Meghan, this moment is personal. It is a culmination of years spent navigating a minefield of public scrutiny, racial bias, and institutional resistance. It is proof that the choices she and Harry made, choices that came at great personal cost, were the right ones. The Netflix deal is a platform for her to continue telling stories that matter, for her to elevate voices that are too often silenced, and for her to create art that reflects the world as it is and as it could be. For Harry, it is validation that his faith in Meghan was never misplaced. He left the safety of royal life to protect his family and to give them the space to thrive. Today, watching Meghan achieve a new professional high, he can stand tall knowing that the sacrifices were worth it. The Sussexes are not living in exile. They are living in expansion, building something far greater than the confines of a royal title could ever offer. In the end, Jennie Bond's words will be remembered not just for their honesty, but for their timing. They came at a moment when Meghan and Harry's critics were running out of ammunition, recycling old talking points, and clinging to fading narratives. They came when the Netflix deal was impossible to ignore, when the success was too glaring to be dismissed. They came when the world needed to hear from someone with credibility that the Sussexes are indeed winning. And so, the story moves forward. Meghan, the angel on top of the tree, continues to rise, not by accident but by design. Harry, steadfast and proud, continues to walk beside her, unbothered by the noise of those who misunderstand partnership. Together, they are writing a chapter that will inspire generations, a chapter about resilience, about love, about building a life on your own terms. And thanks to Jennie Bond, that chapter now has an undeniable headline. Meghan Sussex has won, and the world is finally admitting it. To all my curious Sussex family, thank you all for watching, and do not forget to subscribe, like and put a comment. Bye-bye, see you then in our next episode.